Hi, my name is Marlene, and today I'm going to introduce how to work in a plank pose. Not an easy pose, and most of the time kind of misunderstood. If you have been following the course and salutations I have introduced, then plank pose will be definitely in that series. And so I like to emphasize a little bit on how to work the core muscles, how to apply the core in the plank pose. So you can do the plank pose in a safe way, but also in a supported way. Let's begin in an all-fours position. And then have your shoulders slightly over the wrists and the hips slightly over the knees. So if you tuck your toes under and you straighten your legs, right, you need to do a number of things in order to apply the core in the pose. Most people have the tendency to sort of hang into the joints and drop the hips down, and that means that you don't apply the core at all in the pose. Some people have the tendency to have the hips high, and that is most of the time the case if you want to stay away from the intensity of the pose. So bring your knees back onto the mat and then already begin to hug in. So you draw already the belly back towards your spine. Notice also your lower ribs hugging sort of in towards the back. But keep offering the heart forward and then see if you can fully extend your legs. Keep the heels above the ball of the foot, so don't push them all the way back. Then your shoulders are not aligned anymore. So pull the heels above the balls of the foot. And then with the lower belly in and up and the tailbone long, you can stay here in the pose and feel really, really supported from your core in the pose. Now, if you go into the downward facing dog for a moment, and you would go into plank position, the transition usually is that you dip the hips down and then again, right, you're doing the pose from the joints and the core is not working at all. So you have to be already one step before that. From down dog, if you go straight into plank position, you come forward into the plank, you draw the belly in. Because of that, the tailbone becomes long, you hug sort of the lower ribs towards the back, and then you feel a lot the transversus muscle working. Bring your knees down and come and sit onto your heels for a moment. I hope you really have felt that the plank pose really should be done by lifting from the belly, and then because of that, the tailbone becoming long and the lower ribs back towards the spine while you still offer the heart forward. This is giving a lot of support from the core muscles in the pose. And especially in the plank pose, if you do it right, we activate the transversus and the fibers of the transversus muscle, they lie or run horizontally. So we activate this important muscle in plank pose if we draw in and up from center. I really hope this will serve you well in the pose, and I hope to see you again. Thank you very much for watching and joining. Namaste.